Hi, I'm Loyo and I am gonna create a game. This video and the entire channel is to record and share this tale. In this video, I am going to share how I'm creating a story for my game. Someone may think that gameplay is the most important of all, but story is also an important aspect. Even the creator of Mario realized this and created multiple movies. Sometimes the gameplay can be just bad for someone because everyone has their own unique taste. However, if you have a story, the chance of people hating both story and gameplay will be much lesser. Furthermore, if you have good gameplay with good story, it will become the game of the year. So in my game, I will have multiple route and ending, just like a lot of other RPG games. This is very important because I want each player to enjoy a different experience from my game, so that it will feel interesting throughout the story. Also, I can put Easter egg throughout my game for the player to find. Many beginners like me make this mistake. So, let's say in my game, my story have 5 chapters. Each chapter will branch into 3 sections. So, it will have a total of 3 to the power of 5, which is 243 branches. Oh no, this is too much. Why other games don't have this problem? Even 109 Last Defense Academy, which is famous for having ridiculous amount of hundreds ending, is pale in comparison. Even if I want to accomplish this, by the time I finish, I will be old. So, to make it easier for me, I can think of 2 ways. I can either merge paths with similar storyline, like petting the dog and then pay my tuition fee. It's similar to paying tuition fee then petting the dog. Or I can just delete extra route and make the storyline less complex. However, just merging and deleting it is only the beginning. In the first place, I also need to think how the story is split. So normally, a split of the branch is from the player action. Either you choose to hug your enemy instead of killing it, or throwing the piano hostage instead of playing it. If every chapter has a new state introduced, in 5 chapters, there will be a total of 32 states, which I have to consider each and every one of it to decide whether to merge or to delete. And some state can look very similar and easy confused. Also, if I miss out of a certain state, the game may also not know what to do and crash out. Then I will have a very bad time. If you haven't noticed already, this chapter is themed Undertale and Deltarune. I guess you already know why, because I will use them as an example. For those who doesn't know what it is, Undertale is basically a tale which takes place in the underworld, where you, the player, will have to escape from it. You will encounter many monsters that will try to stop you from leaving. But the main plot is for you to realize that not all monsters are bad and you can love them if you want to. So based on what you will do, there will be 3 routes. The first one is a normal route where most players experience when they go through the entire story normally, with their action deciding what ending they will see. Next, there's also pacifist route, which is similar to the normal route, but you also have to please the monster, because Toby said so. And finally, there's the genocide route where you spend your time killing each and every single one of them, until the monster can't even respawn and wipe off from your computer memory forever. In each overworld section, the game will introduce one new monster for you to meet. You will be knowing it for the rest of that chapter, growing emotionally attached to it, and then you will never see it again. Unless you come back from the section. Every man monster NPC is separated for each section. Story is also created like this. This separation will make it easier for me to manage. But the problem is that the NPC characters are not interacting with each other enough. Just like Toriel at the start of the game, no matter if you kill her or not, nothing much happened afterward. It's like no one cared that you have murdered the queen of the underworld. This is also not very suitable for my game in a school setting. It's just weird that after each chapter, that student is just gone. And at the end, only you, who are really studying, graduated. Furthermore, this also made the NPC character kind of forgettable. If the player only run through the entire game once and never read the internet about the different route I just mentioned, I believe that the game creator knew this all along. Therefore, he solved it in Deltarune, as most of the NPC are now finally alongside the player from the start to the end of the story. Once they got introduced, they now appear in the story more often than Undertale. For example, take Lancer. In chapter 1, he is sort of your enemy. After you imprison his dad, he will become your ally, which does not do much for you, just like some of my group project members. He will also appear in chapter 2, fortifying himself to become a statue, to increase his defense for the upcoming roaring. And in chapter 3, he will help you dig for treasure. Or take Toriel, who looks after you in chapter 1 and 2, and a bit of a spoiler, in chapter 3 and chapter 4, she is suddenly kidnapped for some reason, which we will find out in chapter 5. The way Deltarune solved this interaction problem is actually stated from the start of the game, in which your action in this game doesn't matter at all. Now, the creator can focus on creating a lively story interaction from start to end without caring much of what the player will do. The game created a main route for the player to enjoy, but also creating little deviation that still leads to a similar ending while scattering many hidden details for the player to find. Furthermore, they also create other small alternative routes which are different from the main route. It makes the game more interesting and more rewarding for hardcore fans. For those who are also struggling to create a story like me, I hope this helped. If you have thought of an alternative solution, why not share your thoughts in the comment section? That's it. In the next chapter, I will talk about how I create the music for my game. Anyway, I'm looking for a community of making game together. Write in the comments if you are open to it. See you next time.